Hey, everybody, welcome to Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Ron Placone. Hey, Ron.
Howdy, Jimmy.
Ron, you telling jokes somewhere?
Yeah, November 23rd this week. I'll be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tickets are still available, but they're going fast. So
really?
ronplacone.com, please. Yeah, ronplacone.com for tickets.
Well, guess what? The liberal donors gathered in Washington to strategize for 2020. So after the midterms, they all got together. Vote, and if the subheadline there is voting rights and expanding the electorate are on the agenda. You know what's not on the agenda? Medicare for all. A living wage, ending the wars. A ban on fracking. Also not, it's amazing. But it's what's really amazing to me about this article is how they keep referring to these people as the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. I'm not kidding. So this was written by Amanda Turkle, right? And Kevin Robillard. I don't know who that is, but I'm familiar with Amanda Turkle. I don't know her. I don't think I've ever met her, but I know her of her writing, and she's, a top-notch writer, what have you. She knows what's going on. She was the one who attacked by Bill O'Reilly. They would tail her. They were stalking her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was her. Anyway, let's get into this. So the Democracy Alliance, a group of more than 100 liberal donors who pledged to give at least $200,000 a year to a list of recommended progressive organizations.
Middle-class average folks.
Just regular people, regular proletariat, is holding a post-election briefing Thursday and Friday. This is last Thursday and Friday. Members of the alliance include bold-faced liberals, names like Tom Steyer, George Soros, and Susan Sandler. I'd never heard of Susan Sandler.
I haven't either.
That shows you how out of touch I am, I guess.
Yeah, I think based on the names I do know, I think that's an event I would skip, but I wouldn't be allowed in anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I know, right? Everyone recognizes that despite Trump's numerous vulnerabilities and despite being a minority president, that it's possible for him to replicate what he did, especially if jagoffs like you guys are in charge of the party.
I think it's worth throwing into reporters are not allowed at this event. That was at the bottom of the.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the last slide. There was.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
to say. Yeah.
Reporters not allowed into that event. Thanks for pointing that out, Ron. Reporters not allowed into that event because you want to keep your progressive ideas a secret. So, Democracy Alliance formed with the idea of building up the long-term infrastructure of the progressive movement. Boy, it's amazing what passes for progressive these days. Progressives are supposed to be one half turn of the screw away from being a radical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than sending money to campaigns, so they're trying to build up long-term infrastructure of the progressive movement, whatever the F that means.
I know. I'm just saying. I hope that involves actual infrastructure because that'd be a cool start.
Yeah.
Does that involve roads and bridges and investing more money back home and?
Nope. Nope. We're doing a different kind
Here's hoping.
Other kind of infrastructure where we give money to corporate think tanks and call it progressive work.
Darn it.
Well, watch. You'll see. Over the years, the network, this Democracy Alliance, this network has steered millions of dollars to organizations like the Center for American Progress.
Frowning.
That's not a progressive organization. That's a corporatist center-right organization run by people in the Democratic Party. That doesn't mean they're progressive or that they're left. Isn't that crazy? So they're worried about progressives, so they give their money to literally the opposite of progressives, the Center for American Progress. People who want to keep a corporate stranglehold on our government. Why? Because they get money from them. And Media Matters. David Brock organization.
Well, let's be fair. If it wasn't for Media Matters, how else will we know that Fox News is terrible? There's no other way for us to find that out.
So again, Media Matters does like half the work they do I like. And then
totally. There's some good
and then
stuff
the other
in there.
half is not. I don't like.
Agreed. Yes, that is accurate.
But in recent years, so this Democracy Alliance, these fucking millionaires who all have $200,000 to throw around each, they've been looking more toward local and grassroots groups lately. But in recent years, really? Really? You mean like L.A. for Bernie? Those kind of? No, not those kind. Let's see. Scoring a speaker spot at the Democracy Alliance Conference is a big win for a progressive organization. Progressive organization. They keep saying that. So that's why I wish I knew Amanda Turkle so I could send her a text. Hey, why do you keep calling these guys progressives? Why do you keep misusing that word? I know you know better. Or I should go, I don't think you know what that word means. So scoring a big spot, a speaking spot at the Democracy Alliance Conference is a big win for a progressive organization, which then has a shot to pitch itself to the donors. Progressive organizations don't pitch itself to donors.
Right. Yeah, and there's no reporters at the event, so they can let their private selves fly.
Right. Like the Justice Democrats. That's a real progressive organization. Our Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The DSA. These are progressive organizations. They don't take the corporate. That's the opposite.
Yeah, that's sort of like they're founded on not doing that stuff.
Right. Relatively few elected officials are on the agenda. Representative Pramila Jayapal from Washington will speak on the progressive governing agenda, as will New York Council member Brad Lander. Why would Pramila Jayapal be there?
I don't. We're left to wonder.
I know.
We're not allowed in. And
Not allowed in. Former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe, a potential 2020 presidential nominee, will speak on using education as an issue to win in red states and develop a Senate supermajority. Why don't you speak on using Medicare for all, the thing that's already popular in red states?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing the Republicans won't champion, that that voting Republicans actually want. Isn't that weird? No, we got to find something else. Find something that's kind of hard to nail. Education. Yes, let's use education.
Well, and I bet that education doesn't mean free college.
No.
And it doesn't mean actually treating teachers better. I'm sure it doesn't
platitude,
involve that.
just a platitude like education
Mm-hmm.
or health.
Yeah, right. Innovation. Good things, not bad.
Innovation. On Friday, incoming House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff.
Oh, gosh.
Whew,
Yeah, we all just needed a moment there. Just saying his name.
will speak to the donors. I did a fundraiser for that guy. And freshly elected representatives elect Lucy McBeth of Georgia and Deb Haaland and I can't pronounce that word. Zoidal Torres. Zoidal Torres Small of New Mexico will be at the conference closing dinner on Friday night. Okay. While Steyer won't be speaking, a staffer from his youth organizing group, Next Gen America, will be talking about getting more young people to the polls. You know how you get more young people to the polls?
Jimmy Carter.
Offer them Medicare for all.
Oh.
What were you going to say about Jimmy Carter?
No, it's like Jimmy Carter. They were trying to take his ideas to get more young people.
Yeah. How do you get more young people to the poll? Give them something to go to the polls for. Not just something to be against. Give them something more than the status quo to fight for.
Sochi.
Whoa.
I was way off.
So let's say
I knew I butchered it. That was my guess, and it was terrible.
Lucy McBeth of Georgia and Deb Haaland and Sochi Torres Small of New Mexico. I said it right. According to Arno, I said it right. So I just saw that article and I couldn't believe how they kept referring to the Center for American Progress as a progressive organization and that these people were progressives and they were put progressive infrastructure. No, that's a corporate infrastructure. So that's the Huffington Post gaslighting their own viewers. When they say the Huffington Post, at no point in this article did they say, by the way, these aren't really progressives.
The headline could have just been, hey, rich people still meet and talk about stuff and they don't want you to know what it is.
Yes!
That could have been like the whole headline. No article necessary. It just could have been there. They could have just had a list of names and been like, it's these people. Like, okay.
So the super
Great.
wealthy who actually control the Democratic Party got a meeting about strategy, which doesn't involve you.
There will be champagne there that is worth more than your mortgage. End of story.
End of story. So they just look. It's a big win for a progressive organization. They keep saying progressive. That's what made me report on the story. Was driving me nuts. That they kept. And I know they know better. That Amanda Turkle knows that the fucking Center for American Progress isn't a progressive organization. Maybe her editor made them put that in. I don't know what, but that's nuts that they kept doing that. That's what drove me nuts. It's like, hey, the rich neoliberal corporatists who actually run the party are going to get together and talk about what's in the best interest for them, which is what they did.
That is what, yeah. That's why there aren't reporters allowed there.
Yeah. This idea we're going to build the infrastructure for a progressive, that's not, no. You see how Bernie did it? That's how you do it. That's how you build it. Okay. Oh. Whew. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydoorecomedy.com for a list of all our live shows, and please become a premium member if you can. Become a patron. It's the way we support this show because they're coming at us, and we give you bonus. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Check it out. Become a patron. And if you can, make sure you're still subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I know it sounds crazy. It only takes a second. Please make sure and click that bell when you subscribe so they'll send you a notice when we drop a video. Thanks for your support.